I had to buy new headphones, but they didn't have cat ears, so I got these like cat ear things to put on them, but they don't fit very well, so I think I'm gonna have to glue them. I want them.
All
They're cute
right.
though.
Well, I have hit the go live button.
Yeah. Yay.
Look at that. We're a minute early. Who are we?
Dude, I don't know, especially after the week we both have had, especially
Oh my
you. We
God.
deserve to be
He's
late, but I
he's
guess
still up
at
there.
least one thing is going well so far.
Yeah. He's still up there too.
Damn. How long is that okay? Oh, I can wait
I
if
have
it's
no idea.
no, I
Like,
mean
no, like,
since sorry, not
oh, we went on Monday.
oh my goodness.
So yeah, this is day 5.
Poor thing.
Yeah. It sucks. But life must go on.
I'm trying to open our Twitch up on my phone so I can watch.
Are you seriously holding your mic? That's gonna bug you.
No, I have it propped up on my leg. I'm not actually holding it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on the desk, don't worry. I'm such a lounger that I was like, I don't wanna lean forward the whole time. I might just get I still have my other mic stand, and I might just bring it back out because it worked well. It's just a behemoth.
Yeah. But if it put it where you want it,
It did.
might as well go with the big boy.
Yeah. Magnum. I
I have already been drinking tonight.
have so much because it's the rest of the bottle. Wow. The rest of the bottle.
Cheers, darling.
John,
Mm.
Slanja, Prost. Uh,
Salud.
yeah, there you go. I was like, some more. I kept trying to think of some more.
I want some more. Um, wow. Hmm. What was I gonna say? Oh, I hit Act 3. Yeah, eat the mic. That's such a sexy move for a podcaster.
Yes.
Um, I hit Act 3 with my resisting dirge and romancing Astarion. I love it, by the way. Um, there's still a part of me that loves the fact that I have an Ascended Astarion save that I can just go play with whenever I want to. But I really did enjoy the conversations that I've had with him so far. You gotta unmute for me to hear you.
Oh no, I was testing myself to see like when what the difference was between sitting on my desk and sitting on my leg, and it's going to be sitting on my leg tonight, and then I'll go back to my other mic stand next week. The difference is
Oh,
stark. Sorry, yeah, just as the difference between Ascended Astarion and non-Ascended Astarion is. So, you know,
yeah.
I got
Um,
broken up with by Solus again today. That's what I've been doing.
oh, I thought about doing another like complete DA playthrough, but then I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking Dragon Keep it. Like, I don't want to go. I have all my
Well,
saves.
the keep isn't a thing for like comic strip thing they did for Legendary Edition of Mass Effect, apparently.
Uh-huh.
So like you just will make your Inquisitor and put in the choices you made and go from there.
Oh, okay.
But the keep, I guess, is good because you can remember if you don't want to play through what the choices are before you have to choose them, I guess. So maybe that will still help you, but I guess they're
Yeah,
not using it anymore. Which is a bummer because I've had a Dragon Age keep since Dragon Age Origins, like since it was a
yeah.
thing. So I'm just excited about Dragon Age because of
I know.
yesterday.
I
I
am
can't
too.
wait.
No,
Mary,
I'm excited
figure
for
your life
Veilguard.
out. Thank you. Sorry. My cat is now snuggled. We are all good. Oh, my sweet boy. I'm
Mere
ready to start.
bears.
I do
Okay.
love who we're talking about today, too.
Is it going to be digital only? I don't know.
Oh, like the copy of the game? You talking about Veilguard?
Yeah.
I mean, I pre-ordered it because payday was yesterday. You know, I was like, this is what I spend adult money on right now. Um, and it was only digital options that I saw. So I pre-ordered it through the PlayStation store. I did get the deluxe edition, even though I really do not care about Blood Dragon armor. I never have, and I never will. But whatever, I want everything. I'm a slut for cosmetic DLC shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
I'm.
love a collector's edition of some kind also.
Hi, Muffin.
Muffin is in my bedroom watching my daughter because my husband is out of town for sad things. And yeah, it's just nice to be able to have my sister babysit my kid when needed, like right now.
Right. October 31st at 9 a.m. PDT. Is that
It's
Pacific
like
Standard
Pacific
Time?
Daylight Time. So like standard is without daylight savings, and then because we'll have fallen back by then, it'll be the daylight savings time. So that's when it becomes P like DT versus ST, which is why I just put PT. I don't care. I am against daylight savings time. I lived in Hawaii for almost 5 years and it was great. No daylight savings. Um,
So
yeah,
freaking
so
stupid.
it's stupid. Yeah. But Halloween, just another reason to be excited. And guess who's coming to visit for Halloween? Best friend Eileen, who,
Eileen.
yeah, so she's going to stay with my sister. And we met when we all worked at Target back in 2009 and we bonded over our love of Dragon Age and then later Mass Effect. Like we hadn't played Mass Effect when we met, but we had played Dragon Age. And when we went to boot camp, she sent us so many letters. I'm sure I think I've said this on the podcast before, but she like sent us letters throughout boot camp
Yeah.
about Dragon Age 2's release that was upcoming. So that we've never actually been physically together when a Dragon Age game has come out, even though we have loved Dragon Age together since 2009. So we're gonna have like a release launch party at my sister's house with the three of us, just like eating snacks and watching my sister start a playthrough. That
Oh
we
my
just,
God.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I literally cried when I saw the release date. So we already had the trip planned. So now it's just like perfect timing. Cannot wait.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, that's Navi's birthday.
My childhood bestie, his birthday is also Halloween.
Okay. We've dicked around for 8-ish minutes, and ads have run for beginning opening 5. I think we can actually get started. Okay. I'm wearing my 7 hoodie.
Damn, I should get mine. It's in the closet. Sorry, I don't have it on.
It's all good. It's actually like really warm right now. Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Two Girls, One Ship, the podcast where we analyze, rate, and review all that the world of video game romances has to offer. I'm Genesis, the girl who desperately needs a pause button for real life.
Yeah. And I'm Bravada, the girl who would take that and also raise you a save button and a reload button. I would love the chance to be able to reattempt something I've already done until I do it perfectly or change the outcome of something.
Yeah, let me reload an old save file, pretty please, and see if I can make a few changes.
Yeah, I would save often, as BioWare has taught me.
Yes. To relive those special, special moments. Hmm. If you are new here, welcome to the beautiful chaos. But you should know that our podcast centers on character and romance analysis and doesn't shy away from exploring the fun of fucking.
Or from the deep emotional connections built between two or more characters using specific in game dialogue. So if you want to stay spoiler free, then this is definitely not the podcast for you.
I didn't double check. B, are you recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
So here's your fucking spoiler alert.
Thanks for the spoiler alert, N7 the legend. We are back in your world. And just like with all of our previous episodes, we'll assume that you have some background knowledge of the game and character in question. But we will be providing context for those of you who may be unfamiliar.
Today, we're strapping ourselves into our cryopods and making our way through deep space, the darkness between galaxies, from our own Milky Way to our closest neighbor, Andromeda. The initiative has sent massive ships called arcs to the Andromeda galaxy to colonize new worlds. Just in time, too. Right after the initiative left the Milky Way, the Reaper invasion started. 634 years later, the arcs arrive at the Helios cluster, the solar system identified within Andromeda with the most golden worlds, or settlement friendly planets. Disaster quickly strikes, as it does, and a mysterious parasitic energy cloud called the Scourge makes it quite an unfriendly place. You play as Ryder, and it's your job as Pathfinder to find a new home. No pressure. Of course, it wouldn't be a BioWare game without plenty of romance options, especially alien ones. We're starting off with one of my favorites in this game. Tonight, we're talking about the romance with Vetra and Nyx from Mass Effect Andromeda.
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
I'm not just some people. I really like the intensity.
That's good. It's nice to feel appreciated.
And it's nice for us to be talking about Turians again. So, Vetra. Vetra was born on Palaven, but never entered the boot camp that all young Turians must do in order to be recognized as a formal citizen of Turian society. She's always been on the fringes. Not quite street legal, and yet passable. She grew up in the outer reaches of council space, never settling down in one place for too long. Her mother was obsessed with climbing the ranks of Turian society, and her father, who was involved with some shady people and underground work, took her and her much younger baby sister, Sidera, to a mining colony in the Minos wastelands for a while. Eventually, he left them, and Vetra never learned if he ran off, died, or was killed. Something about his checkered past must have caught up with him, and it was just Vetra and Sid on their own after that.
Vetra was still just a kid herself, maybe a teenager at the oldest, when she started taking on dangerous construction jobs to support her and her baby sister. Some jobs were unsavory, some were just dangerous or difficult. Once she learned how to shoot a gun, she started doing smuggling and mercenary work, which allowed the two to live somewhat comfortably. Vetra's background as a mercenary informs much of her character in the game. Navigating the dangerous underbelly of society since she was a kid has made her highly adaptable and resourceful, giving her a practical outlook on life and a focus on survival and protection. Kind of the perfect skill set to embark on the colonization of a new galaxy, especially when shit hits the fan.
She joined the Andromeda Initiative because she had a bad run in with a Batarian crew of mercenaries. And rather than risk not coming home to Sid, like what happened to their dad, she chose to travel to another galaxy. Sid joined up with her because she goes where Vetra goes. Despite her tough exterior, Vetra is deeply family oriented. Her relationship with her younger sister Sid is central to her character. She has often put her sister's needs before her own, acting as both a guardian and a role model. She is essentially her parent figure. She worked for Kesh, the Krogan on the Nexus, before the journey to Andromeda, and is something of a friend to her on the Nexus once they arrive. Vetra has embedded herself in the day to day functioning of the initiative, knowing that in order to stay important, you need to be relevant. Once again, her skills in adapting and overcoming are on display after the uprising on the Nexus. But she is only one Turian. They needed a Pathfinder.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Like you said, we had no idea what Helios was really like. What good's a plan?
Adapting to problems as they come up. I like that.
Good, since you're probably gonna have front row seats to me winging it.
Looking forward to the show.
I love the banter. There's just something comforting about like an easygoing Turian, you know? So, Vetra, her establishing character moment is when a man tells her that director Addison won't let her take all this stuff that she's had loaded onto the Tempest from the Nexus. Vetra says, "Hey, I know your son's still in cryo because he's deemed non essential. If you let this slide so we can get to saving the galaxy, I'll pull some strings and get your son thawed out early." The man agrees because, of course, he does. I would too. And Vetra ensured the Tempest is outfitted with what it needs. That's her superpower. She sees a need and finds a way to fulfill it. With our powers combined, Vetra's pragmatic nature and dry wit often provide comic relief and a grounded perspective amidst the more intense and fanciful moments of the game. And this game can get pretty intense. I mean, the weight of the responsibility to find a home for thousands of your fellow Milky Way peeps, that that would be hard enough. But if you've played this game, you know that shit hits the fan before Ryder even wakes up from cryo. Their dad dies, and they inherit the Pathfinder role whilst the Nexus is in complete disarray. The remaining leaders having basically staged a coup, like, it's wild. Especially Director Tan. Ugh, get bent, Tan. Resources are scarce, political tensions are so high, even talking to Kesh will make Tan scoff, and the so called golden worlds are not safe to live on. We have our work cut out for us, so it's a good thing we have a solid crew, except PB. She can also get bent.
It'll be interesting when we do PB's episode. We'll see if we
I
could
kind of,
rein in the hatred.
oh my God, I know. Just wait, everyone.
So, to summarize that work, we start the main bulk of the game on Ios, the first planet that Ryder attempts to colonize. It is plagued by environmental hazards like the Scourge and just its own natural flora and fauna. and the hostile aliens known as the Ket. Now, for more information on the Ket, please see episode 21 for the baby version of the Mass Effect lorecast. It was so long ago. A writer discovers ancient alien technology, which I want to say in ancient aliens with the hands. But they are known as the Remnant, which can terraform the planet, making it viable for colonization. This is like where PB is barely helpful. She is a so-called remnant expert. I guess because it wouldn't be Mass Effect without a young Asari dungeon crawler. Now the Ket are the big baddies, led by the Archon, who is obsessed with remnant technology. So Ryder must outmaneuver the Ket and unravel their plans, including their process of exaltation, which transforms other species into Ket. Gross. Finally, Ryder discovers that the remnant technology is connected to a massive space station called Meridian, which controls the terraforming of planets across the galaxy. New final objective unlocked. Find and capture Meridian. How convenient that some ancient aliens left behind all this technology that is literally the solution to our specific problem.
My God. That's crazy. I'm almost positive that there will be some way of tying the events of Andromeda in with whatever is going to happen with the next Mass Effect game. Like, given the visible wrinkles on Liara's face and that one teaser trailer we've gotten, it could theoretically occur at the same time chronologically. This is 634 years after the Reaper invasion, or slightly before it started. So Liara would just be entering her matriarch phase of life, which is very exciting to think about, but also this is an Andromeda galaxy, so back to Vetra. This episode is about Turians, damn it, not Asari. Vetra tends to be guarded, revealing her softer, caring side only to those she trusts, which I love that. Vetra appreciates honesty and loyalty, also love that. She also values choosing dialogue options that reflect these values of honesty and loyalty, which strengthen the relationship. As Ryder shows genuine interest and support, Vetra starts to open up about her past and her very many responsibilities.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I've lost both now. Mom died before we left.
Our father didn't die. Or maybe he did. We don't really know. He just didn't come home. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
Come on, you're strong, smart. It'll take a lot to keep you from coming home.
Strong, smart, but maybe just lucky. Luck runs out on you.
I won't.
I have a good feeling about you, Ryder.
Aw. Has her voice made you think of anyone else? I mean, there's the flange, yeah, but all Turians have that. There are also a plethora of accents within the Mass Effect universe. But this kind of American accent drawl for Vetra is no coincidence. It's likely there to make you think of Garrus, the other Turian main character from a Mass Effect game. They are foils to each other in many ways. Garrus was an upstanding Turian citizen, holding resentment at the confines he was raised in, whereas Vetra didn't have a choice about not going to boot camp, and doesn't seem to care much about missing out on it. Garrus has a loving and well-off family. Vetra does not. Garrus is an ex-cop who became a vigilante because he thought the rules wouldn't lead to justice. And Vetra uses her illegal smuggling to help people and make sure everyone survives.
Her foil in-game is also an ex-cop, Liam. You can always find the foil because it's usually the character who has the most tension with the character in question. Liam is often judgmental of people whose circumstances he knows quite nothing about. And condemning Vetra for bringing Sid to Andromeda, for instance, or judging Cora for her commando work, he's got nothing. I don't know. This is why Liam annoys me at first and annoys a lot of people. He has a very high standard for everyone, and he believes he holds himself to these standards. But he makes a number of very big oopsies in the game, or in the name of doing good. Don't judge Liam. He also tends to make decisions based on feeling, on his heart. That's one of the tropes he has, actually, is the heart. And Vetra is ever the practical and logical Turian. The one exception is really her sister. Nothing rattles her like her younger sister, but especially when her sister starts in on some shenanigans.
I also want to state that I romanced Liam. So,
I romanced Vetra.
oh, hmm. Have
You
we
know,
ever romanced
Liam,
foils?
I
Oh,
guess
yeah, Anders and Fenris. Never mind.
yeah. Anders and Fenris is the number one example, I think. Liam is this game's Caden, so I can see why you romanced him.
I actually have a very specific reason that I romance Liam, but I think I'll save that for his episode. Let's get back to Vetra. Now, Rida, shit,
Flow Rida.
Flo Rida. In middle school, my best friend's name was Irida, Iridia, Irida. And so I see Ryder and I'm like, yeah. Anyways, Ryder learns that Sid has been using Vetra's identity to contact the crew and initiate missions without Vetra's knowledge. Nice. So, ever the mother hen, Vetra is like, let's find her and figure out what's happening. They track Sid's activities to a location on Kadara, a hub for smugglers and outlaws. And a little bit sexy. It turns out that Sid has been trying to help the colonists by providing them with supplies and resources. However, she inadvertently gets involved with a dangerous group of smugglers, as the young and dumb are wont to do. And Sid's good intentions lead her into trouble when the gang double crosses her. Now we have a good old-fashioned rescue on our hands. The smuggler leader, Ania, is holding Sid hostage and plans to kill her.
Sorry, I had to text my sister back because she said my kids said that I said it was okay that she could put stickers on the dehumidifier, and I was like, I for sure didn't say that, girl. You lie. um, okay. Back to podcast time. Ryder can choose to either fight the smugglers head on, negotiate for Sid's release, or find a way to outmaneuver Ania. Ania? Say that? I don't look up how to say that. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game in a while. Sid tries to help by hacking into the facility systems, but her inexperience puts everyone in more danger. Depending on Ryder's choices, Sid may be put in harm's way, leading to a tense cutscene where Vetra must rescue her sister while fighting off the smugglers. You can fire an errant bullet to save Sid, which is a cool quick time interrupt moment. But hopefully she's not in that much danger, but whatever. It's her fault. If you want to romance Vetra, you will need to save Sid. That should be obvious, but just in case, now you know. Before we wrap up this personal quest and climb that chitin like a rock wall, we need to take a mid-break to hear from sponsors of the show, share some fun facts, and thank our lovely patrons. I saw your face, and I tried to hold it in.
I love that so much. I try to not read through your stuff so I can naturally react to it, and that one got me. That one got me. All right, let's go into our mid break dance. Woo! Hmm. We're in Mass Effect again. We're in Andromeda and we're dancing with Vetra. Any good V dances? There's a victory march. I don't know. V's gonna look up dances while I talk about some fun facts. Vetra is
We could
voiced by. Mhm.
we could vogue.
We could Vogue. Yes, a
Yeah.
Turian voguing. Love it. Ooh, with the way that their knees can bend backwards, work, bitch, work. Ooh,
Yes.
all right.
Katrina, Katrina, Katrina.
Oh, okay. Vetra is voiced by Danielle Rain. And while she has a decent list of credits to her name on IMDb, she seems to have mostly done guest appearances on a variety of well-known TV shows, such as NCIS, Law and Order, General Hospital. She was also on a Joss Whedon production, The Restless Revenge. So there we go. There's a Buffy reference for you. Now, voicing Vetra seems to have been one of only few video game roles that she has done. She did also voice Lady Death Whisper in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I like the sound of Lady Death Whisper. Uh, so Petra, another fact, she is listed as being 6'4" and 209 pounds. And I love that. Hold me. Petra used to have a bulkier build, believe it or not, which honestly, she looks really thin to me. But the devs were forced to scale her bulky build back due to the bigger armor pieces clipping into one another. This may explain why Iron Bull is always half naked. I don't know. I wish we could have had giant, like, hulking Vetra, but I also love the Vetra we have.
Hmm. Mm, even when I change out Bull's armor, it is still pretty half naked, even if I put him in like heavier gear. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably you don't get Hulks with armor. Not even the Hulk. The Hulk doesn't wear armor. Anyways, there is actually a book called Mass Effect Nexus Uprising that focuses on Sloane Kelly and the other Nexus leaders during the uprising that led to how things are when Ryder arrives as Pathfinder. The audiobook version is narrated by the voice actor for the female writer. Her name is Frida Wolf, who has a ton of other video game credits. And we will get to talk about her in another upcoming video game.
Which V will not find out about until writing the script, because I don't know off the top of my head.
I mean, I can tell
Although
you,
Frida Wolf is the best name.
right?
No,
She's
no. Oh.
Valeria. She's one of the weapons in Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing Boyfriend Dungeon sooner rather than later, I guess. No, no. It's still like a year away. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. We have a huge list. I'm sorry. Job security. Okay, so is this the final fact? Yeah. So, final fact, which is not really a fact, but instead just a very interesting fan theory that I found and that I liked. People think that Saren Arturius, like that Saren from Mass Effect 1, could be Vetra and Sid's dad. The timelines between when Vetra's dad ran out on them to do bad people things line up with when Saren was doing bad people things. And Turians take the last name of their same sex parent, so Nyx would have been their mom's last name. Um, final fact, I guess. I forgot I put two in one because that's who I am. The word Nyx is actually the goddess of night in Greek mythology, and her parent is the first primordial deity, Chaos, which is kind of fun to think about because Saren was Chaos. I mean, it's a stretch. It's not like they're going to confirm it anytime soon, if at all. But it's fun to think about, and it would be far from the first time BioWare had close connections between Andromeda and the original trilogy.
I think that's interesting. I do like that. I mean, yes, Nyx, the name Nyx is really, really cool, but to think that Saren is Vetra's dad, muy
Wild.
interesante. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Spotify. You guys are amazing, and we're at 206 ratings now. Fuck yeah, us. Let's go. Thank you, seriously, to all of you that are rating, reviewing, all the stars, all the love, all the comments, all the reviews. We appreciate you so, so much. Thank you. Special shout outs, huge love, major hearts to our lovely, lovely patrons, Toasty and Apollo, Becky and Daddy Bat Night, Stone Mystios and Muffiny Cake, Win, Evie from HR, and Magister Davida. Big hearts, major loves. On the note of love, V, this is episode number 143, and I love you.
I love you too. I chose the worst time to redo my setup with my cat in my lap because my legs are falling asleep. I love you
Oh,
too. Can you imagine 143 episodes? That means 143 weeks.
wow. That's, yeah. I mean, 52 and 52 is 104. So over 2 years now? Wait, what the fuck? Are we coming? Oh my god,
Yeah,
we're
this
almost
year's our 3rd-year anniversary. Her face is priceless, guys. You should watch
like,
streams if you don't.
oh, time is so weird. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it at all. But I love it. And I couldn't imagine doing this without you. So, 143 down. Hopefully, another 200 to go.
Yeah, and final good news thing, which I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. My cat. Ever the mood. Anyway, to celebrate, I guess, because we made 200 and it's not like this was planned for that, but me and Jen are going to be doing are guesting on, I know you've read announced already, but like 2 panels at PAX West this year, which is in 2 weeks. One on Friday evening and one on Saturday evening. So you guys, if you're attending, you should look that up and come. We'll be 2 out of, I think, 4 panelists per panel doing fun things about video game romance. So can you imagine 3 years ago, we hadn't even met. I'd never even been to PAX West, let alone go as a guest, like a VIP, a little guest going. Tell me, 16-year-old V, like, hey girl, you won't work in video games. You won't be a narrative designer like you wanted, but you will talk about video game romance and get to talk about it at conventions. So that'd be cool.
Yeah. Telling younger me that I'd be involved in video games related in any way would have been like, what? That's going to be amazing. Telling college me, who was trying to become a licensed sex therapist, that I would be using those skills in this format, I'd be like, okay, I can see that my career is going to take one path, but my passion is going to take another. And I love that.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been surprised to know that I still loved Alistair and Garrus back then, if someone told me. So that wouldn't have been a surprise, but everything else, yes. But anyway, patrons, thank you for those of you having joined, even if you're just watching or listening. Hopefully you rated on Spotify or wrote a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever else. But thank you. This is cool. Jen, so we've rescued Sid, and I think Vetra's ready for some comforting because that was scary. She's like basically her mom at this point. Are you ready to let Vetra know that we are a one Turian kind of woman?
Damn it, Sid.
What's going on?
I get influence with power players, only to have it squandered by a sister calling in favors under my name. Do you know she got the genome for... oh, what is it? Cats. Pulled from storage. 1, there's no place to grow anything right now. 2, it seems they aren't even a food. So why?
Lots of people love cats. They make them happy.
I don't think we're in a position to put amusement over necessities. She just doesn't think. Tries to help everyone, damn the consequences. And she thinks what we do is so exciting, but doesn't really understand what it takes.
Because what we do is exciting. We make people's lives better.
You make it sound so wonderful. We see some real shit.
But we don't quit because what we do matters.
It does, doesn't it? Even on the worst days, knowing we make a difference.
To make a difference is probably all Sid wants.
But what if she gets herself into another mess? What if she gets hurt?
Whatever happens, I'm here for the both of you. I care about Sid because I care about you.
Right, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Aw, it's really sweet. And also, I too am made happier by cats. So thank you. And please don't eat them. They are not food, Vetra. They are not food. Hmm. Now, this quest offers deeply satisfying character development for both Vetra and Sid, enriching their relationship as sisters. Well, there comes a point in every parent's life when they must shift from being a teacher to that of being a mentor. As children grow, they need less guidance and more support, making this transition quite challenging. It requires a change in how we communicate and relate to them.
Sorry, I just got a picture of my dehumidifier and there's stickers all over it. So there's an update to that saga. Okay. Anyway, to Vetra, Sid might still seem like a kid, but she's far from a child. Despite the fact that Sid appears visually similar in age to Vetra, likely about 10 years younger based on what we know, Vetra isn't her mother. However, she took on a parental role due to the age gap and the absence of their parents, effectively becoming a parentified sibling. After this quest where we rescue Sid, Vetra gains a deeper understanding of her sister's desire to help and protect others, even if it sometimes leads her into trouble. I'm pretty sure we're looking at a younger version of Vetra with Sid, because she has all that desire. She's just learned how to not go into trouble doing it. But sometimes people are worth the trouble, especially her sister. And Lamp. She loves Lamp.
I'm gonna put a pause. I just heard something weird downstairs. I have to check to
Okay.
see if Cat.
Oh my god. Maya, what are you doing? Okay, well in the gap, I got these new headphones and they didn't have cat ears on them, so I bought cat ears to put on them. And they're these little silicone things, but they don't fit very well, so they keep like falling down. And I catch myself in the camera, and I feel like I'm Chi from Chobits. Does anyone else watch that anime? Like back in the day, I didn't read the manga really, but I watched the anime, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not hating it, but I want them to be like up on my head, like a cat. Oh look, perfect timing.
Uh, yeah, no, I think it was just the ice machine. We're good.
Maybe the ice machine needs fixing or something, because I feel like it shouldn't be that loud unless it's not that far away from you.
No, I mean, it is downstairs, but like my house is pure silence right now, so I can hear like everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh, spooky.
I know, I don't like it, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just drink more and pass out. If something happens, something happens. Fuck. That got dark. Oh. I'm okay, guys. I promise. Okay.
Okay, we left off on Vetra loving lamp because she loves the
Yep.
lamp.
Love lamp. The love lamp is totally different. Let's talk about that lamp. In Vetra's word, it's got a butt naked Asari on a. It's got a butt naked Asari as the stand holding a moon. The first foreman she ever worked for had that lamp, and she would stare at it to distract herself when he would berate her. She kept it to remember where she came from, and nostalgia can be a powerful force. Cora has her Asari prayer book. Liam has his junk. Each holds a special meaning to that individual. But sometimes the meanings of important things can change as you grow. As Vetra's journey through the game reaches its zenith, she thinks back to what has motivated her to keep her going. And Vetra contemplates how she might get to live her life from now on.
Most of my life was doing stuff to survive, taking shit from assholes or being one. I don't have to do that anymore. I can start over. Something honest.
Do you really want to start over after everything you've been through?
I don't know. The point is, I have the choice of changing if I wanted to. For a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the lamp. Everything was a mess and it just didn't matter. But we've made progress, Ryder. Small things matter again. People are daring to dream.
I think my dream is finding someone special to explore the galaxy with.
Oh. And have you found that person?
I'm pretty sure I have. You'll love her. She's tall, great with guns, and getting people to do what she wants.
I love that laugh right there. It's so cute. So the lamp was never just a lamp, as Vetra said. The lamp encapsulates Vetra's values, family, loyalty, and the desire to create a safe space for those she cares about. It's a small but powerful symbol of her past and the lengths that she's willing to go to protect her loved ones. Like, she put up with that job for her sister. It's hilarious. It's a naked Asari lamp, but it represents the shit she was willing to put up with to provide a life for her and her sister. Like, that's the kind of dependable Turian anyone would be lucky to be with. The romance explores the theme of breaking down emotional walls. That's a common theme with BioWare romances and just romances in general. Vetra's journey, my God, sorry, my throat is just messed up. I don't know. Vetra's journey from guarded to open is a testament to the trust she places in Ryder. The relationship is built on mutual support and understanding. What better way to illustrate trust than to have a date where you climb a cliff simply because she said it's worth it? Or to be asked to close your eyes and be blindly led to where she has prepared human dinner for you. Not only is she not human, but she's not even built with the same amino acids. She can't eat human food, but she cooks it for you. Or, well, she tried.
Sorry, this way. Watch your
Ow!
shins.
Can I open my eyes now?
Okay, just a little more. Good. Open. Surprise.
This is wonderful.
I tried. It wasn't easy to get all this together, but you're worth it. I made it for you myself. It's steak. Cow.
Earth cow?
It just said cow on the packet. Does it matter?
Delicious. I love cow. I'm going to take time to savor this.
You don't have to be nice about it. I know I probably made it wrong.
Vetra, this is great, but you didn't have to.
I just wanted to do something special for you. As thanks. This journey has taken centuries. But we see the destination clearly now. Because of you. You care about my sister. You care about me. For me. Not because you can get something out of me. I love you. I just don't want to ruin it. I thought...
Nothing's ruined. It would take a lot to ruin this.
Really?
Because I love you too.
I think I know how to make all this up to you.
Please, no more food.
No. I think you'll like this.
We get a little bit of smooching and then an instant fade to black. I have nothing in this scene itself to break down. Everybody's still fully clothed and shit's still wearing their armor. Anyways, that joke. The joke took me a minute to get. But when Vetra says cow and Ryder asks Earth cow, I was like, of course it's Earth cow. What other type of cow is there? Then I remembered the shifty space cow. Ryder's asking if this is Earth cow or is this weird shifty alien cow? Oh my god. Now I want to know, are we eating that little bastard who stole all my money? Or are we just eating normal regular cow?
I mean, if Shifty Space Cow's got a hefty looking T-bone steak somewhere inside of it, I'll eat it. That steak was blackened, but at least it looked like a good sizable portion.
It looked massive. I have no idea. But
Honestly,
yeah.
it's probably good that they didn't eat because then they could go to bedroom activities without being bloated and full of steak.
Oh, yeah. No, nobody wants that on a full stomach. That's why you fuck before dinner, not after. Sex is an appetizer, not dessert.
Life lessons with Jen.
All right, so final thoughts on Vetra. This was really sweet and really cute, and it definitely had a lot of emotional depth to it. There was a lot there to the core of it. And I love the party banter that you can get while you're riding around with Vetra. The date scene is really sweet while you're climbing up that mountain, and once you reach that peak and get to watch the sun, is it sunset or sunrise? No, I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
You get to watch the sun cresting on the horizon. It's totally a euphemism for sex. I get that. But damn it, let me see some action. So I like the romance as a whole. She's not the one for me. It's missing a lot of physical action.
There's also just not that there's not that many scenes. There's not as much content. It's one of the shorter romances in this game, and also one of the shorter videos. Like when I'm writing the script, I always pull up a video. And even games where I'm like, okay, this can't possibly be that long, but they'll grab all of the content that they have with the character, even if it's not romance related. So sometimes these videos can stretch into multiple hours doing that. And the video I watched also had other content in it. It wasn't just romance specific conversations. It was like a 40-minute video. There's just not that much Vetra. period. I'm not saying they gathered every single dialogue with Vetra, but they had most of them. Like I've played this game multiple times and I've romanced Vetra, so I recognized a lot that I saw and experienced it myself. And it's just not a lot. It's a bummer because I really like Vetra. That's one of the reasons why, like, I love Mass Effect, period. I really do enjoy playing Andromeda, but not the same as the original trilogy because I feel like the level of interpersonal bonding is not as deep or well explored as it is in the original trilogy. It's not quite fair because you have 3 games with some of the characters, whereas you only have 1 with this one. But even so, I wish they had added more. I know that more equals cost. That this game probably already costs a lot to make, but it would have made a lot more of an impact, especially for Vetra. I think like her strengths for one are the fact that she has a sister and family is such a big thing for her. So much of the time in BioWare games specifically, the romances are on an island. You don't have any ties to any other aspect of this person's life outside of your mission to save the world and your love for each other or maybe lust for each other. Like they don't have family, maybe they mention them, maybe like Cullen, for instance, Dragon Age Inquisition. Like he talks about his sister, he talks about his family. You never see them. You never see anyone's family. Sometimes the family actively hurts you, like Samara's daughter. So like it's really nice to have this in a game, especially when the whole story's premise is everyone left their home. Having a family member in Andromeda is a rare thing, period. So for
Well,
Sid
yeah.
and Vetra to be together and to be so bonded, and for this romance to have elements of like a blended family, like I know Sid's not her daughter, but for many purposes, she is in essence her daughter. So like it's just really cool to see a romance like that where you have to kind of get the approval of someone else, even for that person to love you.
I
So
think
I
it's
don't know.
also
But
a little bit more special for a writer because they have a twin and knows that sibling bond.
yeah, there's a lot. Like Yuri Cat is mentioning Jal, which we're obviously going to talk about Jal soon. Like he's got a shit ton of family, but like he's from Andromeda, so it's different. Like you can see his family, everyone's from there. But like I think they do that really well in Andromeda, is showing more. It's still not enough, like it's still surface level in a lot of instances, but it is nice to see characters more fleshed out with who they are as people and how they are existing in a society of like social animals, because all of them are, all the species are. It's just nice to have
Yeah.
that. I want more of
I
that.
I also like the fact with Andromeda, the military aspect of it isn't there. They're all civilians, which really changes the dynamic of the game. Because I don't have to follow orders from my superior commander. I don't have to do those things. I can kind of explore and make my own decisions and choices. That's also been one of the bigger things that people have complained about is that Ryder seems so young and is kind of just out there winging it and doesn't have the structure. And it's like, that's to me one of the things that I really liked about it is that I didn't have to follow in Commander's footsteps. If they had done this game where Alex Rider, the dad who was an N7, and so therefore was militarized and had been trained to be the Pathfinder, done all these things, already had high regard, all of that, it would have felt like they're trying to remake Shepard over again. And I don't think that I would have enjoyed the game as much as I did.
Yeah. As someone who was literally in the military, I like that about Andromeda too, because you're not going to hear me be like, oh, fraternization with Mass Effect Andromeda characters, because it's a civilian venture capitalist project, basically. Like, it's just some rich psycho hermit person who I don't even know if we ever figured out who funded
We
the
don't.
initiative. Yeah, it's a big mystery. But like, it was definitely not military, and they just got civilians together and sent them off. So it is fun. It feels like a group of friends. And I mean, yeah, they're cohesive and they're a unit in a lot of ways. And there are aspects, like you said, like Korra, obviously, she and her Asari commando training, she's got that stuff, but like it doesn't mean anything really. Like it's a lot more relaxed, and I like that. It's also probably how it would happen in real life. We would never have send to the military to colonize anymore. Like it would just be some company going in and buying everyone's village and ruining it or something. Like that's
Right.
the one aspect of Andromeda I don't like is like it's colonialism, but I mean, you also help Andromeda, I guess, but like isn't that what they all say? I don't really know what the answer is because we don't know what the what is it called? Gosh, the canonical the canon ending. I can't talk today. The canon ending of Mass Effect. I don't know if they're going to choose one for the next Mass Effect game or what, but it's going to have something to do with Andromeda. We're going to find out what happened to the Milky Way and what's left. There's obviously people left. And they have a way of communicating with Andromeda, maybe even traveling to and from. Maybe they have relays. I'm sure they do. But it's still kind of a bummer to be like, look at these golden worlds. Oh no, they're occupied. Whoops.
Yeah. I mean, I think that at least they did it a little bit better of, oh, we're not coming in here and wiping out the native people who are living here and then settling our colonies. It's no, we're helping to get rid of the scourge and the other peoples who are invading your territory that you don't want here. We fought against the scourge and the Ket. The only time that we fought against Angarans was when they attacked first, the
Yeah.
rebellions and whatnot. So,
Yeah, and it works out because then they settle in Meridian. Was Meridian like a planet? The
it's
end is
like a
fuzzy for me for
planet
some reason.
station.
Yeah, it's like this huge that's the thing is it's very convenient. It's like, look at the alien technology. That's like the issue I have with Andromeda. But I believe, like I have stupid maybe faith in BioWare. I literally like people, especially with the Dragon Age Veilguard stuff coming out lately, and there's still people being like, I don't like that Morgan looks different. I don't like that the Darkspawn look different. And I'm just like, I will drink the rainwater falling off the roof of BioWare Studio. I don't care. I will take it. Whatever they make is fine for me. I don't care. It's been over half my life that I've loved both of these IPs. It's not like I'm gonna care. It's what this I'm here for the ride. I'm enjoying it. Whatever.
Yes, thank you. Like, I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the story that you are wanting to tell me. I don't want to hear the story that some person on the internet thinks that the story should be. I'm here for the collective unit of writers and people who also love these IPs to tell the story that they want to tell.
It's making a game is one of the most amazing things us as humans can do. The amount of disciplines and skills and talents and technologies and sciences that come together to form the thing that you then get to experience in a way that you can't experience other forms of media. You can close your eyes when you listen to music. You can have a curved monitor to watch a movie, but you will never be a part of it the way you are a part of a video game story. And I will fight someone badly because I'm not a fighter, but I'll fight someone. If they want to take my BioWare away from me, I love them forever. So, whatever. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Andromeda wasn't that bad. You guys need to calm down.
Seriously. Andromeda just wasn't a shepherd story, and y'all need to get your panties out of a twist.
Yeah, like even in Mass Effect, they all know Shepard was one of a kind. So calm down,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. All right. Before we rant more and more on this, I do think that now might be a good time for us to wrap it up here for the night. We talked a lot about Vetra. We are back in the Mass Effect universe. And I'm excited for where we're going next with all of these. Talking about Cora, Liam, and PB. And then are we going to do a side chicks episode?
Yeah, I think there's a wrap up. We could talk about them in there. I'll save my ranting for PB. So if you guys are here for the hate, just wait for the PB episode.
I'll be tweaking that script quite a bit. I didn't hate her as much as you. I don't know. I had sex with her.
Of course you did.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear your breakdown of that weird ass scene.
Oh, yeah, that one's going to be interesting. Yeah. I think I went Liam, PB, Liam. Yeah. Interesting. We'll have fun. And if you like what you are hearing and want to hear more, please be sure to leave a review on iTunes or on Spotify and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. You can now find me on the Cyberpunk Lorecast with my co-host Toasty, where we explore the foundations of the past, the state of Night City today, and the news of the future for all things cyberpunk. You can also reach me in our Two Girls One Ship channel on the Robots Radio Discord. And come give us a follow on all the social medias and on patreon.com/Two Girls One Ship. Our theme music was composed by the ever-talented Pipeman Studios, and our artwork was designed by the esteemed Let's Not. Links are in the description.
I am on the Robots Radio Discord as well, and on our own Two Girls One Ship Discord server, where we nerd out on all our favorite CGI significant others. Be sure to check out our live streams on Twitch on Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Our podcast episodes release on Mondays because you need at least one good thing on a Monday.
So thanks for listening, and remember,
Beauty is in the eye of the controller.
yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. You are Vetra.
Oh, get that fly, Mare. The fat boy disturbs his slumber. Maybe it's a little beetle. I almost never see bugs in my apartment. Benefits of the third floor. Get it, Bear. Mary has been activated. Sleeper agent, literally.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Thanks for
finish this
coming to
one.
our
I'm
TED
gonna
Talk, everyone.
Right. It should be interesting. I'm excited for these upcoming ones. Like, I remember watching the Cora sex scene. The Jawl sex scene was fucking intense. And Liam's just hot. Oh, and Gil. I forgot about Gil.
Yeah, and Suvi.
It's
Um,
Suvi.
I can't even watch Jaws. I never did. Like I did romance in my first playthrough, and I had to look away. I was like, "This is too much.
It
It's voyeuristic."
is
Get it, Bear.
very, very boya.
Okay, he's trying his best. It's not good, but it's his best.
We have to remember in Cora next week to talk about the fact that you can just cuddle instead. There are no sex options. And that was amazing. I loved that. Are you leaving notes to
Sorry.
yourself in there right
No,
now?
I was working on exporting my raw ass audio, so just in case I fuck it up, I still have it. So I
Oh,
don't have to
yeah.
do what I did last time. Yeah, I have seen the cuddle, which I thought was cute, and I've seen the other one, which I was like, oh my god, Cora.
Nipples in a Mass Effect
Whoa.
game.
Whoa. Yeah. Honestly, I forgot to say that in our episode today. The fact that we still can't see a naked Turian pisses me off, quite frankly.
Right?
I don't
Like,
even
even from behind. Just let me
yeah,
see.
this is a little taste. Just a little, just the tip. How about that? Just the tip. I don't know. It's just annoying that
You can't
it's the
have the
same
tip with
treatment.
Vetra, though.
Hmm?
Wait, is Vetra a lesbian or can male writer?
Bi, which I also forgot to
Oh,
mention that she's bi, but I only chose female writer clips.
yeah.
She's bi. And I think she's like actually bi, not pan, because she doesn't really speak to a well, maybe she is pan. Actually, I think you can make an argument either way. I'm not really sure if she speaks on how she's attracted to
Mhm.
humans, you know?
Yeah.
But if you look
I
her
don't
up,
know.
she's listed as bi. But I think you can make an argument for pan because it's kind of like Iron Bull, where he's just good with either writer. She's not player sexual because there are sexualities in Andromeda. It's just a lot of them happen to be bi.
Well, Cora's straight, Liam's straight.
Yeah.
Gil is
Ruby's a
gay,
lesbian,
Suvi's lesbian.
and
So
the
I
rest
guess
of
that
them are
means
basically bi.
oh,
Are the rest of them
Reyes.
aliens?
No, Reyes is human.
Is he bi?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess he's the only bi person. The alien romance options, I would argue, they're already they're already a freak because they're romancing someone outside of their species, right?
Well, I mean, except for PB. PB's not a freak for romancing out of her species.
Yeah. That's because that's her whole species thing. Like they're just
Yeah.
monogendered, I guess pansexual, you know? I don't even know. They're just sexual.
Yeah. Gosh, there are so many romances in this game. I was like, what, we've got like 4, and then no, we've got a lot. Holy crap. Jal was originally straight, but then they modded in a male writer option. I remember
Hmm.
that.
I thought Vetra was a lesbian, but then I looked it up and she is bi and like male writers can romance her. So I'm not sure if that was a mod or if that's always been the case.
Mm. Oh, and sorry, not a mod, but as in like BioWare
Yeah, they
updated it.
update like a patch. They patched it or
Yeah,
whatever.
they patched it in. Um, yeah. At least there's good representation. We have the whole spectrum.
This is
Mm.
facts. Um, I don't know. I Daddy Bat Night, to answer your or to respond to your comment about your wife being 100% straight. A, I think no one is 100% straight. And B, I don't think video game romances count because, like, when you look at my life, I'm extremely heteronormative in it just on the surface. I have a husband and a child, and we're married, right? Like, but I have very varied romance choices in my games. Um, so I don't know. Either she's not 100% straight because she romanced Suvi, or video games get a pass. I don't really know. Or it's some combination.
Yeah, I think video games just allow you to kind of like it's more I feel like I play romances in video games on personality more than I do like physical attraction because if I just don't like the way that a character looks, I can't do anything to change that. I can't go out and find a different guy, or a chick with bigger boobs just because I might be more physically attracted to that, whatever. You have to really go off of what the game is giving you, whether that be voice, characteristics, their passions, their hobbies, their character in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that if it's safe, that's like we've talked about this before. There's research, there's literal science on this for video game romance. It's safe. It's a way to role play and test out what you would do. I know for a fact that if I was kidnapped tomorrow by like a fey prince or something, it's over. I'd be like, shift, where are your wings? What's happening? What's your monstrous thing? Okay, I preferred the beast over the prince. Man, at the end of the movie when the beast turns into the prince, I'm like, ew, shift
Uno
back.
reverse. Uno
Who are you?
reverse.
Yeah, Uno reverse, bitch. Get out of here. You nast. Sebastian looking motherfucker.
Oh. Although I did like the hair. I liked the hair.
I guess I did too. I did marry a ginger.
It wasn't
His
even
hair's
the
quite
color.
long
I
now
just
too.
love the long hair.
Mm. Hmm. Me too.
Like
Aragorn, son of Aragorn.
Tarzan.
Legolas, Greenleaf, son of Thranduil, also hot. It's a good time.
Mm. Okay. I think we're gonna call the stream a night here. Good night, lovelies. Love you all, and see you next week. Next week for Patreon chat, right?
Yeah. Yes. Next week's Patreon chat for the patrons watching right now or listening. Well, no, this is going to be cut from the
No.
episode. So if
Yep.
you're still here in the chat, next week I put a thing in Patreon. I have the reminder scheduled. We're good.
Yes. Okay. All right.